Hello, Virgo. Welcome to 1111 Tarot. This is your mid-month energy check. How is everyone doing? Welcome to 1111 Tarot, and this is the 1111 Wheel of Life, and I am going to be using this to complete our reading. So, let's get started, Virgo. I'm very excited to do your reading. Before I forget, all cards have been smudged, meditated, and shuffled prior, as well as I do prayers and such. If you are interested in learning tarot, on the 19th of January, you can look below for the description, the times, and how to do all this. However, if you're interested in learning tarot, 100% free to you, interactive and live, I will be hosting that on Facebook, on the 1111 Facebook, starting January 19th. So I hope you join me for that. Virgo, you get the most beautiful card in the deck. I love you. And it basically says that these are very powerful words. It's about making harmony with true words of love and compassion. It's beautiful because that's also the back of the deck. So that doesn't always happen. It's been happening a little bit more when I do Virgos. This might have been a card you had before. Now, the number on this is a 20. Where are we here? There we go. Sorry about that. 20 is like repeating a cycle twice. So I feel that you might find yourself, how do I say this? Back in a situation that you once felt was closed off, but now might be actually opening up when the truth comes out, okay? So these are the Whispers of Love Tarot, or Oracle. And now we're going to grab the actual tarot. And I like to use the Good Tarot. It's a very nice deck with beautiful artwork. There we go. All right, my lovely. And in our east, which is where the sun rises, and it's also in the air side of things. So this is in the telepathic 5D realm where the collective is communicating. And we have 4 of water, which often means that something might be being overlooked. There's a blessing being given to you, Virgo, and you may not exactly see it right away. So you might want to open up your mind and don't attach expectations to something, okay? And it's going to be offered to you, and it might shock you a little bit because you are definitely not expecting this. Here we go. Let's go into the South Node, which is our Earth realm. And this is where your input and your environment input is. 10 of Air. Closure. Yes, you've got the 20 here, which is where I feel like this isn't complete door shutting. It's more like a completed cycle. A chapter of a book is complete, okay? Because there went my chakra. Because of the 10 of Air, this is as bad as it gets. It's only going to get better from here. So we are improving. But there is something that we need to pay close attention to, and precautiously, because something had been ignored before, perhaps neglected or felt neglected. Let's move into the West, which is the fire side, which is all about what our ancestors are communicating. And our ancestors communicate this beautiful card of true love. And you can tell that the beast has been conquered through love. And we have, I love you. And it's a 6, which is the number of love. I do feel like fears have been conquered and misconceptions. It's coming forward that this is a line. This is a very beautiful major arcana card. And you can see how the portals are aligned properly. So our ancestors are saying that you have done something amazing in taming the beast within, if you will. And maybe it was self-doubt because of the pride held you back, but because somehow pride was let go of in order to bring in this love. Something is forward motion. Let's move up here to our North Node. This is our spiritual success. It's a water, of our life. And what do we have? Holy crap. We have a 16, which reduced is a 7. And let me adjust the camera a little bit. This is a tower movement, lovelies. So whatever was built on... my puppy's crying. Let me check on her real quick. Bridget, what you need? Okay, she wants a little lift onto the bed. So give me just a minute. Sorry about that. Real life here. All right. Let's get the camera set back up. So with this tower moment, whatever had been built that was on this sandy base. I don't know why I'm getting sandy base. Whatever was being built on this sandy base is going to crumble, and a much more stable tower is being erected. But do you see there's 2 towers? And this time it's being built up with this eternal water flow of true love. And that is the duplicity here, is that there's actually 2 towers. Right? And it could be for both people involved. And then you have this 2 in the 20, which is 2 completed cycles. Quite exquisite. And you can see the foundation of the read itself has a lot of blue in it with this beautiful new yellow background. This blue represents water, emotion, all about love. And yet the yellow is all about new beginning in love. And I love you are very powerful words. All right, my lovelies, let's put that deck away. I want to reach over here. We're going to come into the Oracle deck, the Moonology, and this is going to give an understanding for me and you, a little bit of where the divine has us in a cycle. Where have we progressed to? So, here we go. Work through your fears. There it is. New moon in Scorpio. So it's definitely about us holding back in the past. And we need to not hold back our passion. Scorpio is a very deep, passionate. It's very hard for Scorpio to let someone in their inner circle. But when they do, it's for life. It takes a lot to get out of that circle. It's like it has to be a meltdown of trust, and trust may have been the issue here. There was a lot not seen in the darkness, like communication was just stopped somehow, miscommunication, and something was misunderstood and overlooked. All right, let's move over and find out where you're stepping into for your cycle. It says, believe in the possible, the blue moon. The impossible is about to happen in love. And it all starts with this I love you message. This harp is this true love message spoken in harmony with the universe. It's putting these burdens to rest and just appreciating what is as is. And yes, I love this. Virgo, believe in the impossible. I mean, what a beautiful card. All right, we're going to do some clarifying right down here. So this 4 of water, which often, like I said, it's about overlooking or neglecting to see the bigger picture. Or it can also be just basically being so focused in on one concept or one outcome that the other options are just ignored, or other blessings. All right, I want to clarify illumination, clarity, and wisdom. We're clarifying the 4 of water up here. And our first card, oh my, Ace of Pentacle. In clarity, we have the 10 of Pentacles. And in wisdom, we have the 10 of Cups, Virgo. Wow, illumination. You are seeing something, or you are offering something that you feel is divinely guided. Either you're offering it or it's being shown to you. It's a stable offer, and it is for long term. And it is stable. It's actual abundance, whether it's love, prosperity, career. This is a new beginning. And it could be something that grows quite quickly, because in clarity is actually everything you want. It is the Ten of Pentacles. So in illumination, you see it as a small offering. In clarity, you see it much bigger, because even the small offer is hope. In wisdom, it's about this deep, deep emotion that isn't always shown. Like there's deep control emotion. Something gives you stability and control of your emotion. And it's all about this Four of Water. I feel that you were so focused on something that you might be bringing it in. Okay? Let's move over to this Ten of Air. We're going to clarify it right here in these three positions of love, trust, and growth. Here we go, my lovelies. In love, oh my God. Okay, King of Swords. In trust, Page of Swords. And in growth, Nine of Pentacles. So King of Swords is actually very good to see in love in one way, but it's also very difficult because it's about sharing words, but it also can lack emotion. And I feel like there's going to be some clarity cleared right up. And it might lack the emotion that you are hoping for, just be a clear communication. Often the King of Swords cuts out what does not serve him right. So this is something that we're going to have to find out about. But what's interesting is you have this Page of Swords in trust. Somebody's been paying attention. Page of Swords to me is about somebody that's really looking at a situation, evaluating things. They're all about understanding the bigger picture of something and really involving and researching, possibly spying. You've heard that before, but I think that's harsh words. They might be watching as a protector as well. Growth, they have seen you grow into a very steady individual and a very truthful individual. And so I do sense that they admire this about you. Let's go ahead, adjust the camera. We're going to qualify love. We're going to come up here into our physical material realm to do so. In introspection, you have the King of Pentacles. Exquisite. In dream, which is your perspective, you have the Seven of Wands. And in your experience, you have the Page of Pentacles. So very interesting concepts going on here. So in your house, your ninth house, which is your Sagittarius house, it is all about your philosophy, and you see this long-term, stable, building an empire. You're ready. You are ready. You've done the work. You've got stable footing. You don't feel like you need somebody in your life. You feel like you've got this. But the King of Pentacles is looking for their counterpart. Okay? So they're usually looking for the mate, the queen. Now what's interesting is you've made it to the top of the hill here in the material realm in some way. And you are feeling defensive. There is water running down this hill. You've had some minor victories over some small battles. And now there's going to be some heated communication. And you may feel, or you might expect to feel defensive or be received by somebody that is defensive. But in reality, it's actually a small offer on the table that's been put through communication. And this small offer is going to cause a tower moment. Get ready. We're qualifying this big tower moment. Now, it can be very good. It can be very hard. It can be difficult. It is going to change your perspective. You are going to rebuild from this, okay? Let's go ahead and qualify. In cleansing, there it is. What are you cleansing out? This broken heart of Ten of Swords, which you actually have twice because you have the Ten of Swords down here. And this is in your South Node. So the spiritual success of this Tower is going to bring in this no more pain. Because I feel like you've been living in the cycle of pain. And you're now able to cleanse this out when this Tower hits. So this could be an amazing situation. Let's dig a little deeper. In cleansing, it's not that you intentionally did this, but I do feel you were not seeing this true blessing that was before you. And that's being clearly presented to you. You have the Four of Cups here. And where else did you have it? Right below it here, Four of Water. And it's coming from the 5D. So it's the collective saying, the divine is going to offer you this gift. Don't overlook it. Learn your lesson and accept this gift because it's free will. But it also can mean that you feel overlooked again. So let's qualify a little bit more. Wow, impurity. It's this Aries type taking charge, Emperor position. This is quite interesting. Purity. There's going to be clarification about this Emperor. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get some clarity ourselves here with some clarifiers. We'll switch over to the Baby Tarot. I love the Baby Tarot. So little. It fits in my hand so nice. Okay, my lovelies. We'll cut the Baby Tarot deck. And we're going to start back here in the East. We start off with the Four of Water. We're going to come down here and we're going to clarify. And with the Ace of Pentacles. Holy cow. Three of Swords. One more well, let's get two more. The High Priestess and the Decision. So this was something very, very painful. There is some heartache that will be discussed. And the High Priestess knows that it's coming. And a decision will be made that is just and upright. Could be you, it could be them. But a decision is going to be made, and it's going to bring in this Ace of Pentacle, this stability. Or the Ace of Pentacle was offered, and the decision will be made. Let's look at this Ten of Pentacle, which is everything. You know, this is complete abundance. We do have the Three of Cups, which can mean one of two things. It can mean that we have too many cups on the table, or it can mean celebrations. So we do have the Nine of Pentacles, which is single. And then we have this beautiful King of Cups again. So right side by side. Somebody has extremely deep emotions. You might be mirroring each other. I feel like somebody has some extreme deep emotions for you. Now, the King of Cups doesn't always show them, but they do feel them. Qualifying this King of Cups is, wow, King of Swords. And you have that King of Swords right here too, in love. So there is some truth, absolutely clarity coming in. You reap what you sow, could be on the table, or it could be harvest time, depending on how you look at it. But what's beautiful is Archangel Michael is working with this energy to gain clarity. Wow. So Archangel Michael is tipping these cups together, blending them. It's in divine timing, and it's truth. It's straight up. Somebody has locked up their emotion for a while, and they're going to have to really go within, and I feel that's going to be divinely guided here. All right, my lovelies, let's go ahead and clarify this Ten of Air, which is Ten of Swords. It's the pain is coming to an end, and it only gets easier from here, okay? Cycle complete. And again, we have this King of Swords qualified by Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the reverse of the King of Wands. So we've got a reduction from the King of Wands down to the Knight of Wands. So it does look like somebody had a little bit of ego, and the Queen, the steady, and this could be male, female, doesn't matter. Out of this partnership, one energy knocked the other one down a little bit. They had a little bit of an ego, and in that, they have grown to understand to be a little bit more humble. But it also can mean the choice between two, right? And with the King of Swords, some energy is getting cut out here. Let's go to this Page of Swords and qualify. Yep, there it is. The Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Judgment. So the decision's been made that the more stable energy is worth working towards. When you have this Page of Swords, it's all about this stability and working together to come up to what is the highest good with the Judgment. The decision will be made that is the right decision. And it does look like somebody's going to work together. At least that's what's spoken. The offer is made to work together. And then the decision will get made. Let's look at this single energy, this very stable. Could be male, could be female. It's in growth. Could be you, could be them. We have Death. We have Wheel of Fortune. And we have Magician. Somebody's not single anymore, or very quick. The growth is that there's single stability. They're no longer going to be single. The death of that. There's a huge change to this because the wheel turns. Somebody did what was right for them. They communicated properly, and they're manifesting what is right for them, which apparently is something to do with I love you. Maybe they finally took that leap of faith, right? And that brought in this beautiful love. This brought in this healing that needed to be done, which brought in this belief of doing what's right and bringing in the impossible. This King of Pentacles is qualified, none other by the true love. This is beautiful. This is a huge dose of self-love. It is. And it also signifies when you get that cup of love, I always see it as you're ready to receive another cup, right? You have the Ace of Cup, and now you have the Queen of Cup. And when you have the Queen of Cup in this position, which is introspect with the King of Pentacles, you have to look down here. And this is your clarity right here, is somebody has intense feelings for you. And that's where we're going to leave this Nine of Pentacles, and we're going to go over here, and we're going to get, you know, the Nine of Pentacles below this same card, right? In your growth position. And they get the Death card, followed by the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Magician, Major Arcana, right? Major Arcana, Major Arcana. 3 Major Arcanas. The Divine is bringing this person, whether it's you or them, into complete alignment. And they're manifesting this, or you are. I feel it's you. You're manifesting this growth, and that you're the one that's not going to be single anymore. But what is beautiful is that in your introspection, this cup of love with this Queen, right, matches right here where you've got this single. And all of a sudden it's changed. And that's the change we saw right here with the wheel. Is that now we have the divine counterpart couple that are aligned to be together. And what do we have? Archangel Michael working on those cups. But it is within divine timing. In wisdom. In your place of wisdom. And you also remember you have that King of Cup down there. And that's on your wisdom. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and qualify this 7 of Wands. Which it can be about victory, you know. It can be about defending yourself, but working hard at it. Yeah, you have. You've worked hard on yourself. You've got the 8 of Pentacles. You've got the 2 of Wands. It's the decision right there to really go with what's aligned for you and think about it. What is aligned for you? It's in your perspective that you now know what is right for you, and you will be victorious because you are seeking it and you're mastering this for yourself. And when you've got the Magician down here and then you've got this 8 of Pentacles mastery, quite impressive. Page of Pentacles. Are you serious? It goes from a Page of Pentacles. So it's going to look like a small offer, but it's everything. It's the 10 of Cups. It's a happy life, happy wife, everything. Holding on. Somebody was holding on to this. It was like they weren't going to give up because they knew this was their happiness. Yeah, it's going to come in looking small. A Knave of Cups. But that might be the Tower moment, right? Right here on clarity, qualifying this Tower was this 10 of Swords. No more pain. And remember, we have the 10 of Swords down here too in our South Node, which is our material realm. Now we have, are you serious? It goes from 10, closing it, to wish fulfillment. Talk about cleansing. Talk about cleansing. Are you serious? How are you cleansing it out? With wish fulfillment. That's why it's a Tower. Because it's such a drastic change. It's just going to flip your lid. You just are shocked. Yeah, you were all in your head about this because you had the 9 of Swords. Then you had the 10 of Swords. Now it's wish fulfillment. Where are we? Look at that. 2 9s right off the bat. But it's going to put you in your head a little bit that this is something. You go from the 10 of Swords, you're clearing it out, but you're still at the 8 of Swords. Why? There's going to be some communication coming in, a lot of it. And you're going to have to work through this. And the thing is, the divine is saying, don't overlook this. There's some words that are going to be talked about, and you're going to need to express them. Yeah, there it is, 5 of Wands. It's not the 5 of Swords. It's the 5 of Wands. It's about battling it out with words. It's about sticking to it. It's about winning. Now, it can be winning at all cost. Be careful of that. That's a 5 of Swords, and you don't want to jump that. We have a lot of swords, so it's the caution. Handle with care. Be gentle, but be clear in your communication. Don't overlook how the other person feels or felt, right? Yeah. I feel like somebody was giving too much and the other one wasn't giving enough. And one person was feeling like they were doing all the work. Look at that. You got the 2 6s. So you got the 2 9s. Now you got the 2 6s. You've got the 6 of Wands, which is, it's going to get balanced out. And I do feel somebody's going to come in. Somebody's going to give it a little bit of information here. It's going to come into the 3D. It's your spiritual success and it's victory right there. Let's clarify this. Emperor. And remember, all of this is qualifying this Tower, which is crowning your spread, which is a shocking turnaround. There it is. Ace of Wands, Justice, and Hanged Man. You're not expecting this. This is going to blow your mind, Virgo. It's going to give you a whole new perspective. It's going to be beautiful passion. It's something that you've been wishing for. And it's going to bring in clarity and justice. Yes, there's going to be a little battle. But once the misunderstanding, and that's all I see here, is misunderstanding of words, communication issues. It's going to bring in a whole new perspective. Work through your fears, my lovely. Queen of Wands, get in balance with the 2 of Pentacles and move to calmer grounds. 6 of Swords, work through your fears. I love you, Virgo, to the moon and back. I really, really do. Much love, much light, and namaste.